I wanted to see a few games that will be released in March, and these are the games what I found. Welcome to the world of Rebel Transmute, where simplicity meets complexity and old school gaming meets modern day design. This game, my friends, is a love letter to the pixel art era, with its well-crafted aesthetics and nostalgic charm. Embarking on the journey, we meet our main character, a striking figure with bright red accents, slightly lost amidst the beautifully designed pixelated backgrounds. His journey is one of valor and grit as he maneuvers through the challenging dark, blue underground location, which is pretty common in this genre. Enemies appear often and are not unique enough, though their patterns bear similarities to those in other games. And like in other games, you collect flux from killed enemies. Playing this game was an experience that teetered between exhilaration and frustration. The smooth animations and the intricacies of the gameplay were praiseworthy. There were moments of pure thrill, like the excellently implemented sliding and the ability to adjust the height of the jump. But then there were the lengthy dialogues, which seemed to slow down the pace of the narrative, and the occasional issues with the parallax script that disrupted the game's perception. The game also presented a few strategic challenges. The interface, for instance, was somewhat mysterious at first, but it quickly became an intriguing part of the game. And then there were the mechanics of amulets and costume upgrades, which added a layer of strategy and enhanced engagement. However, the game wasn't without its flaws. The locations at times were misleading, causing the character to risk lives in an attempt to gauge the danger level of an area, although there are methods to avoid this. And while the variety of enemies was sufficient, their basic level of AI often resulted in amusingly unpredictable movements, sometimes causing more irritation than challenge. But what really sets Rebel Transmute apart is its ability to transport you back to the golden era of gaming. The pixelated design, the OK animations, and the common game mechanics all combine to create a unique retro adventure. Despite its flaws, Rebel Transmute has the potential to be even better. With some tweaks to the dialogue and enemy AI, this game could truly shine. But even as it stands, it's a game that will undoubtedly appeal to retro-style enthusiasts. So, if you're someone who appreciates the charm of pixel graphics and the thrill of a strategic gameplay, Rebel Transmute is a game worth exploring. Next game is BIOMORPH. When I first saw BIOMORPH a few months ago, I was skeptical about its potential. The game seemed not expressive enough and its style felt odd to me. However, after spending some time with it, my opinion has partially changed. The style still seems unusual, but now I acknowledge that the game is better than I initially thought. The key feature of BIOMORPH is the mechanic of transforming into defeated enemies. I've seen a similar idea in the game Nevergrave, but here it's implemented a bit better. The graphics, despite their unusual style and character design, are well done. However, they still seem not expressive enough to me and don't catch the eye at first glance. It's worth noting the animation. It's smooth and detailed, with a high frame count. Unfortunately, the game doesn't shine with deep scenes. Most of them look average or even worse. Nonetheless, the use of animated avatars in dialogues adds attractiveness to the game, which I liked. The combat system in BIOMORPH is quite simple, especially in the demo version. Most of the time I spent attacking enemies up close, then used a slide to attack from the other side. The first boss was not difficult. I defeated him on the first try. The enemy transformation element in BIOMORPH adds variety to the game. I got to experience 2 different enemies, and I can say that their mechanics are indeed different, although the choice of abilities is still limited. It's also worth mentioning the cutscenes in the game. I really liked them. All are well animated and pleasant to watch. As for the plot and world of the game, the initial locations might seem boring, but as the story develops, interesting characters appear, making the game more exciting. Considering good, BIOMORPH has the potential to be a successful game. Overall, my opinion of it has changed, and now I think it could be quite interesting. I personally didn't really like the games. I didn't see anything new in them, and I don't know if they will continue to play, but the games themselves are okay. You can try them.